Ryan from Functional Flex. We are in the Strength Cave, and today we're going to talk about back workouts. Now, I'm not going to give you a workout or anything like that, but I am going to tell you 3 common mistakes, and I bet you are making one of them. When we look at our expertly drawn back design here, we're really talking about a few different things, right? These right here, these are your lats. And these are going to be the main target of back training. But generally when you train the back, you're also going to get into the traps right here. You could get some posterior deltoid, a little bit of rhomboid, supraspinatus, all these fucking things, you guys. Bottom line is there's a lot of variables that come into back training. And if you're not focusing on the correct elements, you're not going to get the back that you want. Mistake number 1 is the most common problem I see with back training. I see this everywhere. I see it all over Instagram, in the gym, whatever. It's going on all the time, and it is lifting with momentum. Ladies and gentlemen, when you use momentum to train your back, you don't train shit. Your muscles need to have full tension. They need to go through full range of motion. They need to be in a controlled manner. Otherwise, you're not really training the muscles, you guys. It's real easy when you're doing back training to end up overworking your spine, your joints and your ligaments, your discs, all these things, and thinking that you're training your back, but really you're wearing out your spine, which is not gonna produce any gains at all for you. It's gonna lead to injury eventually, and also, you're not making any of the progress you want with your training in the first place. Here's what you gotta do if you're a momentum lifter. You gotta drop the weight. You gotta take it down a notch, and you gotta really train your muscles. Most of you, when you're using momentum, you don't even notice. So you really gotta get some awareness and pay attention to what you are doing when you're training your back. Mistake number 2. Poor muscle activation. This is gonna piggyback right on mistake number 1, which is momentum lifting. Poor muscle activation is going to come from momentum lifting. It's also going to come from the fact that most of you are placing emphasis on other muscle groups and not actually on the ones you're trying to train. So when we're training the back, we really want to be getting into the lats right here. But the traps are often what people are using way too much of. When you're doing different movements, you're pulling up, you're using your neck, and then your neck hurts and it's sore and you don't know why. Or maybe you're keeping your arms right out in front of you and you're just pulling. You're just really doing a weird kind of bicep curl and not actually targeting your back at all. When you're training your back, proper muscle activation comes from protraction and retraction of your shoulder girdle, your shoulder blades, okay? So do this with me now. It's a little test, you can feel it yourself. Take your hand, put it right back here as far as you can get it. Now, go ahead and extend your arms straight out in front of you. You're gonna reach forward. This is protraction, okay? Did you feel your shoulder blade move forward? You probably did. That's protraction. That means that muscle just got some length back there. Here's retraction. Keep your arms straight. Pull your shoulder blade straight back. Now you felt that, didn't you? You felt that kind of go forward. You felt it come back in. That is retraction when we draw it back in. So protraction and retraction are the essential pieces of training your back. If you can't protract and retract that muscle, you can sure as shit bet you're not training it. You're probably putting way too much emphasis on one of the other muscle groups like the traps or the biceps, or you're simply lifting too heavy and using a lot of momentum. So again, the answer is drop the weight and focus on your reps. You need to feel your shoulder blades come forward and retract back every single repetition, every single set. Mistake number 3 is gonna be improper tempo. Way too many people are lifting way too fast. You have maybe 1 or 2 seconds where there's actually even tension on the muscle. When your lat pull down reps look like this, just did 3 sets of 15, yeah. You are not trying to outrun a cheetah. You are not out swimming a shark. You are in the gym training your muscles, get them to grow and get stronger. You gotta remember why you're there. You cannot be going lightning fast with your reps. You need to have the right tempo. So here's what you need to do. You need to tempo your reps. You actually have to consciously think about each second of the rep. Eccentric, concentric, positive and negatives of the movement to make sure that you have full control, full tempo of the reps. Here's a good couple rep schemes. You could do a 4-1. So 4-second negative, right? So let's use pull downs as our analogy here again. 4-second negative. 1, 2, 3, 4. Control the weight all the way to lockout. Now I'm gonna pull down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Full control of the muscle, okay? You could also do a 2-3. So 2-3 is a little tougher. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, tempo of movement, keeping accurate reps. Do that each and every rep, each and every set. You're gonna train that muscle a lot better. Coolest part of everything about this video is if you couple all 3 of these things up, you're unfucking stoppable. You're gonna make better back gains than you've ever made before, I guarantee it. Stop lifting with momentum. Start getting some real muscle activation and tempo your reps. Ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna change the game for your back training. I guarantee it. Don't believe me? Just try it one time and I guarantee you, you will never not use these tips again. Go into the gym, doesn't matter what you're doing. If you have a back day, you're doing an upper lower split or you got a bro split, it does not matter. Anytime you go train your back, apply these 3 principles and tell me it is not dramatically different. So thank you guys for checking out this video. Thank you for being here and watching my channel. If you thought this was helpful, you can share this, comment, and tell me your thoughts. Go ahead and subscribe because we got more good stuff coming, and you can check out my custom online coaching at functionalflexfitness.net. Thanks for being here. Have a good day.